Travel around the world.
All right. Hey guys, it's been a rough few weeks, to be honest. And I know a lot of my content is all about inspiration and creativity and like living your truth and expressing yourself and all that. But to be honest, I've been going through a lot, and this is something I don't post about or really talk about online because I want to express the best parts of myself. And I feel like when I'm not living my fullest potential or something and I'm going through a rough time, I tend to not want to put myself out there. I tend to want to hide these parts of myself. Why? Because I guess when I'm going through stuff, I don't think it's like appropriate to like talk about all the things I'm going through while I'm going through them, especially, you know, in public, and just like having everyone know my business. But I guess what I'm saying is I haven't been as consistent with my posting because I've been going through a lot of challenges, and I guess I want to be real about that. The challenge that I've been going through is I tend to overeat. I tend to use food as a way to feel okay and as a way to relieve myself of the discomfort I feel sometimes in the present moment. I use food sometimes when I'm bored, when I have nothing else to do. I just love food. Like when I'm eating, it's like my safe space. When I'm not thinking about anything else, no past, no future, no worries, no anxieties. It's just me in the food I'm eating. Sometimes I'm aware of it. I'm aware of it while I'm eating, that I'm like currently using this food as an escape right now. And sometimes I just let myself. And sometimes I feel guilty. Sometimes I feel kind of grossed out at myself for like not being able to stop when I know I should stop. Kind of overriding or ignoring that feeling that I should stop. But then I don't stop and I keep going. And then I end up feeling so tired and full and gross and like I can't think straight. But in those moments too, it's like I've been practicing just like accepting myself and accepting that, you know, I did what I did. Can't go back in time. Accepting that I feel very full and uncomfortable. Not being so hard on myself about it. And that's a whole other process too. But I'm not as on top of the things that I want to be on top of as much as I want to be on top of them. Made no sense. I'm not on top of the things that I want to be on top of. And it's mainly like waking up earlier, not eating so late, not overeating every chance I get. And those are real challenges I'm going through right now. You want to be in my video?
It's weird looking right at a camera hole. Who do you feel like you're talking to when you look right at the hole?
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
When I look at the hole, I feel like I'm talking to myself and the whole world.
You feel like you're talking to yourself when you look at the hole?
Yes. When I look into this hole.
I feel like when I see your YouTube videos, I hear your voice being deeper.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like whenever I watch your YouTube videos versus like how I know you in real life, you have a deep tone in your voice.
A deeper tone than right now I have a deeper tone?
Right now is an okay tone.
Do you think it's just it's recording more frequencies of my voice, or
No. Like usually when listen to your YouTube videos, I hear like a deep, confident voice that's really talking and like opening up to the world. And then like the beginning of this video was more kind of light, a little bit bubbly about my thoughts. But I've never seen you make a YouTube video. Maybe you do that first round and then, like compile your thoughts and then explain it better.
I think it depends on what I'm talking about, because
Just curious.
right now I didn't necessarily have a plan.
Love you, by the way.
I love you too. I don't know if it picks up.
I love you, by the way. I love you, by the way. I think it picks up. It just doesn't hear it the same.
Oh, okay.
It's probably pretty loud. Sorry,
It's okay.
people.
I feel more gentle because it's like a topic that it's more personal to me, and it's more vulnerable to share this sort of thing, like how we were talking about earlier, how we have multiple like personas and facets of our personality, and I have a certain facet of myself that I put on the internet, on like through my YouTube videos, where I'm pretty confident and I think I know what I'm talking about, and yeah, but another facet of me is insecure, not as confident, sad, dissatisfied, not sure what I'm doing, not feeling like I'm doing enough, feeling like I'm not making enough money. But there's another aspect of me that talks about, hope and living aligned to your truth and all that. And it's all part of me. And I feel like I've been trying to hide certain parts of myself, or not showing certain parts of myself. I don't know, I feel a level of needing to provide value, and I feel like the challenge when I'm going through challenges and stuff, it's hard for me to just sit in front of the camera and feel like I can talk about something of value because I'm going through challenges. But I feel like when I do listen to people talking about their challenges, it does help me. So I want to open this aspect of myself up to the world as well.
I was gonna say that I think like YouTube. I know. I was just itching myself. I think that like YouTube is a cool place to put out your thoughts, and when you're in like a conversation with a group of people, sometimes you pose what you think you know as more of a question, because you're like opening up the dialogue and allowing other people's thoughts to come in, and people don't really like in person being like talked to. So like in YouTube, like somebody who's gonna look for self-help or motivational stuff or an exercise routine, like they want somebody to come across confident in anything they say, because they're looking for that. They're looking for what they wanted to know. Like they wanted assurance, honestly, that what they think they know is right. I think that's like sometimes what people look for. That's what I look for, and that's kind of why I'm saying that. So I don't know what other people want. But yeah, that's really cool that you want to open up a side of isn't like the most glamorous side. It's like it's like something you feel like you're having a challenge with, and I don't see that enough. Like sometimes I get down because it feels like, I don't know if consciously or unconsciously, but it feels like everybody's doing really cool stuff on YouTube. And then every once in a while, like I'll conversate with somebody that I haven't seen in a while, and like I'm like, "Wow, looks like you're doing good." They're usually like, "Yeah, I'm all right," because like they're like behind that thing that they're doing, they have their own challenges. Come in.
It's funny. It's like what comes to mind is like I'm a fraud, But there's just so many aspects of myself. I don't share all of it. I don't share all of me. And I want to be able to share more of me, even though I am going through challenges and habits that I'm not proud of, that I'm working on overcoming, patterns that aren't serving me, that I know isn't serving me. And I guess this video is just a way for me to express this part of myself that, quite frankly, isn't doing very well, but it's part of life, Sometimes I feel like I'm really in the flow and there's so much momentum and I'm so creative and inspired. And other times I'm just like, tired, overeating, unmotivated, not feeling like I want to do anything. But I do find that just talking about these things is really helpful. Expressing myself regardless of what mood I'm in, just expressing myself as I am, being who I am as I am right now. So, yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say for now. All right. I'm so tired. It's not that late, but I'm just tired. It's 4th of July. I ate so much food today and I'm a little high right now. But, I don't know.